When I moved into a nursing home, I thought I was doing the right thing. But as the days went by, I started to regret it, not because it was a bad place, but because there are 6 hard truths I wish I had known. If you're considering the same thing for yourself or a loved one, you need to hear it all the way through. In a nursing home, everything is controlled. Meal times, bedtimes, when anyone comes into the room. You may have a room of your own, but you no longer have real space. I used to have to ask permission to open the window or to listen to music in the evening. Gradually, you feel like a patient, not a free person. Perhaps the hardest thing is losing the right to choose to live at your own pace. And that kills the soul before the body. Here, you make a new friend every week and lose them months later. The beds become empty and you dread opening your eyes in the morning, not knowing who is still there and who is gone. I never expected to live in a cycle of separation. In an environment so familiar with death, people easily become emotionally numb. But I don't want to get used to losing someone. When you were at home, they called, stopped by, went out to eat. But since I moved into the nursing home, the distance has become more than just a physical one. Once a month, then once a quarter, then just sending gifts, sending wishes. Double quotes. No1 is bad. Life is just busy. But the feeling of being left behind is something I was never prepared for. There's nothing more painful than looking at the clock and waiting, than comforting yourself. Maybe I'll come next week. The meals here were nutritious but soulless. There was no aroma of the soup my mother cooked, no mild spiciness that I liked. Eating was not an experience, just a duty. And from that moment on, I felt much older. For the elderly, memories are tied to taste. Lose that, you lose a part of your soul. At home, I still watered the plants, taught my grandchildren math, and cooked every weekend. In the hospital, I had nothing to do, just waiting for mealtime, check-up time, and bedtime. From a living person, I became a safe person without being able to contribute. You gradually feel like a burden. That makes you die inside, a little bit each day. When your name is no longer mentioned, your picture gradually disappears from your children's Facebook. You know you are fading away. I used to be the head of a family. Now I am just a name on the visitation list. No1 intentionally forgets you. But time does it very effectively. And when you are no longer present in the little things, you disappear. I'm not saying nursing homes are wrong. Sometimes they're the best option. But if you're thinking about it, prepare yourself. Ask your heart. And if you can keep your loved one with you longer, don't let one day your loved one will sit by the window alone and wish, if only I were still home.